Hey babes, come with me to do this beautiful wispy volume. Today we're using all Veyes Lash products. I always start off with a lash analysis. This helps me identify what curl and what shape would fit my client best. I like the lashes to enhance, not overpower, so this is key. We're starting off with a prep. I do a lash bath. I use a foam cleanser. A lash bath before every set and every fill is a non-negotiable. You want to start off with a clean canvas. I make sure to work that foam throughout the lashes, the top of the lids, and even the under eyes. I do the under eyes as well just to make sure the eye pad sticks so we have a clean base all throughout. When I rinse, I make sure to pour the water towards the bridge of the nose. This reduces that shock from the water hitting the client's face. Once the lash bath is complete, we wipe and fan dry. For the eye pads, I'm using Veyes Under Eye Gel Eye Pads. You can use the discount code TAY10 for money off your next purchase. These were surprisingly super sticky. They did not move out of its place. Next, I'm using the micropore eyelash tape in pink. They also have it in purple. I like that it was very firm yet flexible. I think this tape has the perfect balance between like stickiness and not too sticky. Lately, I've been a fan of putting the eye pads, then putting the tape when my client's eyes are closed. I feel like I've been getting less sticky lashes like that. To prime my lashes, I'm actually using Super Bonder. So the reason I'm using Super Bonder and not primer for the lash extensions is because I only use primer when I know that my client has high porosity lashes. If your client has high porosity lashes, you can tell if they're very oily. Usually they are very thick lashes, so those tend to need primer more. The primer tends to dry it out a little bit more in order for the glue to adhere better. But in the meanwhile, for my normal clients, I do use Bonder as primer. Of course, to lash, I'm using my favorite cashmere trays, a cute panda tile, and a 45-degree volume tweezer. For the glue, I'm using the extra strong lash extension glue from Veyes. This has a quick drying time, which is perfect for me because I lash at a pretty fast speed. For this wispy volume specifically, we are going to do 13s, the longest. So I always start off with the spikes. When I'm doing a doll eye mapping, I like to start with placing the first spike in the center because that's going to be the main focal point. And then I lash back and forth around that center just to keep everything symmetrical. I make sure to fill in the entire top layer with spikes. This is really going to help them stand out. And also the spikes have to be a minimum of 2 millimeters above the base. So if your base, your longest is 11, then your longest spike has to be 13 at a minimum. I usually do 2 or 3 depending on my client's preferences. Do they like a really wispy set? Do they want something a little bit more subtle? I would say my sets are like 50-50. Some of my clients like a really elongated spike, and some of my clients just like that flirty, natural type of look. So I do stick to around only 2 millimeters above the base. Whenever I place an extension, I give it a little wiggle and a little tap just to make sure that that lash extension is attached properly. I give my lashes a little brush once all the spikes are there, just to make sure that everything is in place and the direction is good, just how I like it. I give it a check in the mirror and everything is looking good. Once I have all my spikes, then it's time to place my volume fans. So I start from the outer corners and I work my way in. This is for me to maintain the symmetry of that doll eye shape. If I were doing a cat eye, on the other hand, I would start from the outer corner and work my way into the inner corner. As I work back and forth filling in the base, I just make sure that I didn't leave any top lashes without a spike. So if I do find a lash that's on the top layer, I will go back in and put a spike there. once I approach the center, I'm giving it a good brush. If you notice I spend a little while without brushing, that's because I don't like to brush too often in order to avoid sticky lashes. I like to give the extensions a little bit of time to dry. And as I'm checking my set, then I like to give it a good brush just to make sure everything is sitting in place and everything is positioned correctly. If you ever get a little sticky lash, it's no big deal. You just grab that natural lash and remove it from the extension. After you do so, just check your tweezers to make sure you don't have any glue on them. finish off my set, I'm gonna use that bonder again. That's going to cancel out the fumes and fully seal that glue. I lightly tap it at the base of every extension. I make sure to fully dry and brush every lash into place. Here's her before, and here's her after. The doll eye truly gave her that pop that she was looking for. And the fact that we added spikes to her set to make it wispy really allowed me to make it full coverage without it being overbearing. This set came out so cute, so beautiful. The lengths were also perfect. The 13 was perfect. I don't think I would have gone any longer for her set. This is why in the lash analysis we take into consideration the eyelid space. That way we can find lengths that complement and not the other way around. Here is the full mapping. I used 0.5 for the wisp and 0.3 for the base. Here is the full list of the products used. You can find them at veyeslashfactory.com, and don't forget to use Tay10 at your checkout to get some money off. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let's be mutuals on socials. Follow my Instagram and TikTok. Subscribe for more content. Bye.